Welcome back. I'm Shawn Kriewaldt with Danecountymarket.com real estate team, powered by Keller Realty. Today we're going to be talking about the inaccuracies of Zillow's Zestimate and what your home is worth and why it makes everyone want to pull their hair out from time to time. So I want to talk about a personal experience of mine with Zillow's Zestimates and a client we're working with. So we pull up the house and it shows there's a Zestimate of $681,000 and some change. And then it shows that the property sold 2 years ago, or a little bit more than 2 years ago, for $215,000. And I'm going, did you sell your property for $215,000? And it turns out, no, they did not. But they owned another piece of property in a different township, nowhere close by. And they had the tax bill coming back to this house. So they sold the other property, and now it's being in a recorded history in Zillow. It's not in the county records that showing that this property sold for that anyway. I'm sure it's affecting the Zestimate. So it got me to think to shoot this video about it. So I looked on Zillow, researched what's their actual accuracy rates, and found a great deal of research out there about it as well. So Zillow says their estimates are the median's 5.1% within what it actually sells for. So let's multiply this person's house, which was right around $650,000's estimate, or $681 rather, and multiply that by their median, which is right around 5%. That's a large number that is different from. So I compute that out, and that's $34,000. That is their median. So that's the middle. That means that half of the values out there in Zestimates are closer than 5% wrong. So they might be accurate. They might be more expensive or less expensive by 5%, half of them. The other half, guess what, are more than about 5% off. So here's what I found on one of the websites out there. It's called realtytimes.com. They had an economist who's also a real estate agent look at some different markets and look at the inaccuracies of Zillow's Zestimate data. Looking at Zillow's Zestimate Accuracy table, 10% of those estimate prices were off by more than 20% from actual sale prices. Half of that 10% are estimates that are too high by 20% or more, and half are estimates that are too low by 20% or more. So that means with an average price home of $300,000 that you have a 5% chance Zillow will give you a Zestimate of $360,000 or more, and a 5% chance that Zillow will give you a Zestimate of $240,000 or less. So that's not very accurate at all. So I looked further on Zillow's site and their Zestimate, and they actually reference Zillow's Zestimate should only be kind of a starting point. In other words, entertainment value. So if you want to really know what your home's worth, Zillow tells you to contact a real estate agent and get a comparative market analysis or a CMA. They also say you can hire an appraiser and have a full appraisal done, so you can have an accurate value as well. So I think that's important. If you want to know what your home's really worth, we have a free tool on our site too. It kind of does the same thing that the Zestimate does. And if you're on my blog, you can see it right over here to the right of me. It kind of does the same thing. You still really need to do a full market analysis, including a walkthrough of your house, so that it can be truly compared to the rest of the market. I hope this makes sense, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching our video.